What's up, guys? It's Duke here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 20 tip, I'm going to break down an extremely effective passing concept that anyone can implement into their offense to improve their passing game. This will work against pretty much any defense out there, and the best part is that you can do it from many different playbooks and formations, so it's something that everyone can utilize because it's literally just a route that I'm going to show you guys that you can find in tons of different plays, and I'll show you some different examples of how truly effective it is. Now, guys, this is a very underrated route. It's not a post, it's not a corner, it's not a deep cross, it's not a deep bomb. It's, just a completely unique dot that, is very underutilized, but very, very effective. You guys will see it in this video. So I'm going to be looking at an option route, guys. Generally speaking, I'm looking for option routes from the stick concepts. So if you pull up in your playbook and you go for the passing concepts or and go for the quick pass stick, you're probably going to find the routes I'm talking about. Now, I'm really looking at, if you guys see here, the Y stick play. You guys can see that right tight end that is kind of oranges, how his route is a bit different than the others. Those are the stick routes I'm talking about. You guys can see that there's actually 2 arrows on that play, on that route. That's the route I want to break down. So there's, some stick plays don't have it, but there's a ton out there that do. As you guys can see here, there's some shotgun, some empty, but yeah, that's essentially the route I want to look at. Now, you can do this from any play, really any formation, but I tend to like to do it from formations that have a heavy run threat. So, I really like when I'm able to mix this in with a run formation where, I got maybe stretch, a dive, something. So, here you guys can see there's plenty of different examples. X slant even has one to the tight end. It's from a heavy run formation. And the reason why I say this, guys, is that most people, when they play a heavy run formation like this, they're gonna, have to respect that by playing some sort of run D, whether it's, 3-5 wide, the 3-4 odd. And most of these run Ds that are really common and effective right now are these, cover one man style run Ds. So here's a great example. This is a very effective run D from the 3-5 wide, again, man based. And what you guys are gonna notice is that, again, look at this tight end route. And it has actually, if you guys look at it closely, it has a few different breaks to it on the play art. I'll show you guys in a second here, but all we're going to do is smart route it. Now, you can do whatever you want with the other routes on the field. You can max protect it. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It's just literally this route. Obviously, I'd probably put another route on the field that the defense has to watch. But what I really like about this is a few things. First of all, it gets open. No matter who your player is, it torches man, which is what most run Ds are out of. And also, if they happen to play zone, this route actually will work against zone in 2 different ways, as we'll show later in the video. But here we're going to first look at this 3-5 wide meta run D. So let's take a look at how to throw this. You guys can see that is very easy separation, very easy catch, and that's against a scrub tight end against a DB. You guys will see here, I could literally put a tight end on, or not a tight end, but a offensive lineman on this route, and he will even get open against DBs. And, if the pass is somewhat contested, all we do is throw a low pass, which is left trigger on Xbox or L2 on PlayStation, and we click on and possession catch it for an easy throw and catch, just like this. Now, I want to show you guys, like I said, that you can literally do this with O-linemen. Now, we're in the Oakland playbook here, but like I said, can do this from any playbook for the most part. Many different formations have this route. So I'm going to sub in, we're going to look at wing flex close as another example. I'm going to sub in my backup right tackle, and I want you guys to watch how easily he's going to get open. Now this time I'm going to do it against 3-4 odd. Now before we go any further, I do want to remind you guys to please hit the subscribe button in the corner of the video to subscribe to the channel and turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on any of our great videos. We upload videos every day, pretty much. Great content you're not going to find anywhere else. And if you want even more premium Madden 20 tips and ebooks, head over to sportsgamers.com for the best Madden 20 content out there. This will work with an O-lineman against a DB, guys. That's very, very, very crucial to note that it's this good that you don't even need to have, a great tight end. It could even work with an O-lineman. Now, one thing I'll say is I do like to have flat routes out there. And that's because if they do, like here, I'm going to put some flat zones out there. If they do have any flat zones, that will pull the flat zones away. It allows us to get open. And you guys can see here, my backup O-lineman just routed a DB, a starter. So that should tell you guys right off the bat that this route is real. This route is no joke. You literally just saw a 65 whoever this is, I don't know, just absolutely abuse this DB off the break. Again, look at how much separation this gets. You just do not find a route like this that gets separation with an O lineman in man coverage against a DB commonly. This is not something you're going to find, very, very effective. All right, now, another thing I want you guys to look at is if you look at this route, especially when you smart route it, you will see that, look at the B receiver, right? The one that's highlighted orange. You guys can see that it potentially has 3 different cuts to it. So it has basically going to turn into an out route against man, but if they are in zone, it's going to sit down on a curl. Now you guys can see there's essentially 2 arrows to the orange route, and that's because it can literally sit down as a straight go up the field, turn around curl depending upon the zone, or it could actually break out after up and then sit down after it breaks out against zone and curl back. So it basically reads the zone coverage to make sure it's going to potentially, do the best job it can to get open. So what I'm saying here, we'll play cover 4, and you guys will see what I mean. Now, against some coverages, like I said, it will just straight turn around as a regular curl. Others, it's going to actually, as you're going to see here, it's going to break out like it's on the option route, but then it's going to turn around. So that is very crucial to note. Here again, we're in cover 4. I'm just going to use a common cover 4 setup just like this. And you guys are going to notice that, again, it's going to get wide open. Now, take a look at how it breaks first out, then it turns around, curls, low ball. You can click on and possession catch that really easily. Even with DBs and defensive players there, linebackers, safeties, whatever, this is a very safe throw. And, you're going to be able to click on possession catch this right in front of the defender, kind of like how hitches work, that the defender's there, but they don't really react. And you can, get that possession catch. So, again, look how he breaks up, but then he actually breaks out before he turns around. So, again, it's kind of read the zone coverage to determine how he wants to react, how he wants to deal with it. So, I like plays like this where they have 2 of them. Because you can see we can smart route 2 of them. You don't even have to smart route them as I explained earlier. You could just run it as is without smart routing, and I'm going to show you guys that here. So we're going to go back. This time we'll do a 3-4 bear, and we're not going to smart route it. You guys are going to notice that it's still going to work. Again, we're going to do it to the A receiver. We're not going to smart route it. We're just going to throw it. So you guys can see, it breaks open pretty quickly, able to get some nice yards after the catch. But again, I don't like it as much that way for 2 reasons. 1, you don't get as many yards, and 2, because it breaks so fast, the flat is just kind of in the way. So that's why I really would recommend throwing it, kind of on the smart route. So you guys could do the same play, take a look at the same play. We're going to smart route it this time. You'll notice that it's going to get much more yards for us after the catch. And again, just better spacing, and actually it's so open this time we could actually rack catch it without having to possession catch it. And if it's that open, you definitely can rack catch it. You don't have to possession catch it. In general, like I said, I prefer doing this from a play to where I can throw some other effective routes on the play, whatever they may be, or a play that has 2 of them. So use some different examples. Let's find something here. 1 second, guys. Let me find another example. The bunch tight end, I definitely remember has it. Where is it at? So here we go. Stick. So this is a great example of what I'm talking about. Bunch tight end, we have a corner route as well as our flat and our stick. So like now, obviously we can do the out route to the tight end, maybe a post or corner if you have the route apprentice. But, we're able to, throw a corner, with maybe a streak, and also the stick route as well. So there's just never going to be anywhere for them to defend this. Look how it just sits down in that soft spot. We have the corner route. We have everything we could possibly want. Another example of this effectiveness, I want to show now against the zone blitz. This route is literally so smart, as I told you guys, that it will determine how it should react based upon the coverage if they're in zone. So if they zone blitz us, you're going to see that this route is going to be, as I said, it's going to be smart enough to literally adjust to the coverage on the fly, right? So I'm going to find another play just to show you guys another example of this, just so you guys can see how it's really effective is. So again, we're going to pick the play stick from Trey Y Flex. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do some blocking. We're going to go ahead and motion this guy into motion block for us, and you guys are going to see that the receiver that's running the stick route, he's just going to turn directly around on a curl route and sit down for us. Easy dot, right? Now, of course, we got another pressure inaccurate or just inaccurate pass in general because, this is Madden 20 and that's what they like to do this year when we're throwing dots. But we're going to do that one more time, all right? So again, take a look at how it's smart enough to recognize it's a blitz. It doesn't need to cut out as it did against cover 4. It'll just turn around, and that's an easy dot, okay? So I love this route because it really beats everything when you understand how it works. That it can, like I said, turn into an out route against man that's going to whoop. Regular smart routed out routes do not get nearly as open as these option routes. Then against zone, it can either turn straight around as you see it did here if it's a zone blitz, or, just depending upon the zone coverage in general. But, also it can break out before turning around if it needs to get some extra separation. And again, it's going to do that by itself. We do not have to do anything. It's going to be smart enough. So this is something that can be found in pretty much, like I said, multiple formations, pretty much any playbook. And I do prefer it from heavy running formations that make them play run D and then throwing an extra, route in there that they need to use, or whether it be like just a post concept or corner concept to the other side of the field. Just something to make them use the other side of the field, and then we have that as just a extremely reliable read. So this is something that everybody can do to improve their game on offense. I hope you guys enjoyed the tip, man. Show that love, smash that like button. We'll be back soon with some more